Okay, by the way, sorry. I think that the quality is never that great for the first 20 seconds and then it gets better. Also, these videos here with this program that I'm using, Screencastify or something like that, I can only do videos that are 5 minute long. That's why I'm doing small ones, okay? So, what I want you to do as we progress, I want you to kind of keep track of your marks, okay? So remember this paper here is out of 80, and I've posted on Google Classroom a while ago the grade boundaries, and I can show you them again maybe at the end of the videos I'm going to make, and then you're going to basically grade yourself, okay? So section B, remember there's always a little part that is like a little case study, okay? So every single time you're going to have section B, there's going to be a particular theme to your exam. Now, if you notice in the other one that we did, the mock, and I think you did another paper for homework, the case study was slightly shorter, but I think it's because they have changed it recently. So remember, 2020 paper is the most recent paper that we have, and I think they changed it recently to writing more here at the start and then less during the paper. So you got less bits of information during the paper than other ones, but more here at the beginning. Okay, so you got to absolutely read this, girls. Don't ignore it. Absolutely read this and maybe highlight some key bits and pieces. Okay, because this is actually going to really be useful for you if you highlight to then try and make your answers as relevant as possible to this little case study. Okay, so last year you completed a 2-week work experience placement at the Household Waste and Recycling Centre. Remember that we looked at this together. We actually looked at the 8-mark question of this paper, but that was ages ago, and I don't think we read this in so much detail. You were absolutely shocked that some people throw away furniture which could be reused. You decide to use the knowledge gained from your enterprise and marketing course to set up a business called Second Chance. Your business will repair and restore furniture. So maybe you can highlight the word furniture because that's basically the goods that they're going to be selling, the items that they're going to be selling, that the original owner no longer needs, and sell it on to a new owner for a profit. You intend to employ an administrator for 1 afternoon per week that will help you run your business. Okay, so you're going to have some sort of little helper. Before you set up your business, you decide to carry out some market research to help you segment your market. Okay, so I am not actually going to go in too much detail with the state and explain questions, okay, but I will go in detail with the analysis questions. So state and explain one advantage and one disadvantage of using government publications and statistics as part of your market research. So if we look at the mark scheme, they would have basically had accepted any of these, okay? So reliable data, generally free to access, so you don't normally have to pay for stuff. Quick to access saves time, may be very detailed. And the disadvantages could be that it might be out of date or incorrect. You may not relate directly to the public ID. It may not relate directly to what you're trying to find out, to the business identity you're trying to find out, and you may have to pay a specific fee to obtain data. Sometimes it's not completely free. Okay, so what I said was I basically gave a couple of advantages and disadvantages. I'm just going to quickly turn. So for advantage 1, you could have said, for instance, that it generally is free to access. Okay, but then you got to remember you got to give a little explanation. And as an explanation, you could have said something like that it's let's say this means the business will save some money, okay? Or you could have said that it may be very detailed, and you could have said that this means if it's very detailed, sorry, I'm just going to delete this actually. If it's very detailed, then this means that you are gaining a wide range of data, or you could have said information. Information. Okay, by the way, the recording is going to stop in 30 seconds, okay? So, yeah. And then for your disadvantage, you could have said something like, oh no, wasn't it disadvantage? I didn't really do it. Oh yeah, it could be out of date. And this would mean that I would be collecting meaningless data for my business. Or you could have said that you might sometimes have to pay for specific data, which would increase your costs of production. Okay, I'm going to stop here.